Hi guys, it's Mel. I am back with another haul from a new to me vendor. Today it is Melt My Heart Tarts. So this is another vendor that's been on my must-try list for a long time, just getting around to ordering. I just placed this order last week and it arrived, and I don't remember, and to explain, I am planning on doing 5 videos tonight. I have been getting a ton of packages and just have had no time to sit down and film videos. So they've just been, the boxes have just been stacking up in the spare room, and we're getting ready to have people over. So I'm going to be cleaning, and I'm like, I need to get rid of boxes. So I was emptying all the boxes so my fiance could take them out to the trash and just straighten up this place. I'm like, all right, tonight, no matter, he's going out tonight for a meeting he has to go to. So I am just going to boom, 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 knock out these videos. So I don't remember exactly what day this arrived, but it arrived within days of my ordering. So extremely, extremely fast. And there are some great smells coming out of here. So, and I feel bad because I thought I had written down all the scent descriptions. Apparently I did not. So I'm sitting here with my iPad. And if there's a scent that's not absolutely self-explanatory based on the name, I'll try to look it up. All right, so everything was really well packaged. Everything came wrapped in these very cute bags here. I just took them out for simplicity's sake. And she had also had some tissue paper in the bag, her business card, and this really sweet note says, "Dear Melissa, thanks so much for your order. I hope you enjoy. Happy melting from my heart to yours, Deb." That was just a really nice touch. And she went crazy with the samples. Crazy. So she has these really cute little mini samples. I got 6 of them. So Deb, thank you. That was above and beyond generous. You did not need to do that, but I appreciate it nonetheless. So let's get to it. This first sample is in cinnamon glazed donuts. And look at the little heart on the top there for Valentine's Day. And this is very, very cinnamony, and you can get the bakery note from the donuts. This is good. This is going to go right into my fiance's stash pile because you know he loves the cinnamon. Sorry, I had to get I have a water sitting here because I've done nothing but talk today. All right, caramel, apples, and peaches. What an interesting combination. And this is why I love getting these samples and samplers in general, because as combinations of scents I would never pick for myself. Wow. So right away, the first thing I got was the caramel, which surprises me. And then right behind that is the peaches, but you also get that really crisp note of the apple. That is delicious. I love that. And aren't these little scent shots so cute? I don't know what it is. Anything miniature. I just get all gushy over. Okay, well I'm not going to pop that out right now, but that's such a nice sample size. Marshmallow fireside. So I've had the fireside scents before. And it's like a campfire, but there's a sweetness there. It's not my cup of tea, but that's okay. I might try melting this with maybe like something else, maybe a real sweet marshmallow, just to kind of drown out the fireside a little and see if I like it a little better that way. And if not, next time I get a fireside, I have friends that will take it. They love it too. And look at this, green clover and aloe. So if you like the spa scents. And I don't generally like grassy or like spa scents. They're usually a little too strong for me. This is really interesting. I would have never picked this for myself because I would have automatically assumed I'd dislike it, but I don't. I saw it in the package. I'm like, oh, I know I'm not going to like that. I don't dislike this. I need to melt this. I'm going to be curious to see what that's like on warm, because it's, and I don't even know how to describe spa scents, you know, it's because they're a little foreign to me. Sorry, my table is kind of a mess. This is where our cats eat. We don't use this for ourselves. That's why it's all kind of funky looking. It's just has the best light source. So that explains it. But I'm going to try to melt that, see what I think. And maybe I'm starting to like spa scents. Big Top Circus. And this is awesome. And I actually have this, and this is very familiar to some of the other circus blends other vendors do. It's blue cotton candy, funnel cakes, caramel apples, and caramel corn. It's delicious. It's sweet. Really, it has a slight fruity note, but mainly it's just, you're getting a cavity sweet. It's delicious. Wild berry mousse. Yum. And that is your typical wild berry mousse. It's both fruity and a little bit creamy. That's delicious. Yum. So again, Deb, thank you so much for the samples. That was so incredibly generous. I just can't tell you. And I love the little hearts on the top of everything. I went to Lush yesterday and treated myself to a really big Valentine's bath bomb. So I'm very much in the Valentine's mood. It's in another 2 weeks, I guess. Okay. So here is my order. I got 16 scent shots. So this first one is pistachio macaroon. That's pretty self-explanatory. Now what's interesting is pistachio has such a... Oof, I can't get this. Sorry, I'm trying to pop this out. It has such a distinct smell, pistachio, and I love it. And I find that you either love it or hate it. I am one of those that love it. But the first note I got off of this was not pistachio, but coconut. And so now that I'm smelling it from the bottom, I get more of this pistachio. But yeah, on the top I was getting coconut. That is yummy. It's not as heavy on the pistachio as some other blends I've smelled. So if you're not huge on the pistachio, this might be a good one for you. Because that is... The pistachio is there, but it's also got this like coconut bakery note to it. Delicious. Okay. Breakfast in bed. And this is why I wanted to have... Breakfast in bed is rich creamy butter, crisp bacon, cinnamon and spices mixed with hints of nutmeg and clove, golden batter, sweet maple syrup, and vanilla sugar. Wow. So that is definitely cinnamon. But you're getting this note too. It's slightly, I don't want to say burnt, but it's definitely more savory, which must be the bacon. And then you get the kind of doughy, pancakey smell. That's really interesting. What I might do is get my fiance to melt that on his warmer because he'll love it, but I'll also be able to smell it as well because I'm really curious about that. All right, buttery salted caramel. So this one's pretty self-explanatory. You can see all of her, well, at least you can tell all of her wax is just undyed. And this is yummy. It is buttery. It is uber, uber buttery, but it also has that richness from the caramel. Yum. Okay. Blueberry cheesecake Noel. So again, another self-explanatory one. Oh my God. So I have been on this total blueberry kick lately. And this one is such a good blueberry, but it also has that richness, that really deep cheesecake flavor, but you also get that shot of vanilla from the Vanilla Bean Noel. Awesome. That is fantastic. Berry buttercream puffs and cakes. Let me see if I can find this one. Okay, this is a house blend of blackberries intermingled with strawberries, mulberries, and vanilla cream on a blanket of indulgent frosted white cake. Sorry. I like pulled up to my nose and inhaled, but it was closer to my mouth, and this went flying in my mouth. There's a little piece of wax. So, this is a bakery with berry. If you're new to the wax world, and it took me a long time before I started really being able to distinguish. This is not this does not lead with the berry. It leads with the cake, and you can really picture berries on top of a big white cake. It's perfect. It's just as the description says it is. It's not overly heavy on the berry. The berry does not drown out the cake, so the bakery is there. This is a great blend. Very, very good blend. Selling like hotcakes. So let me scroll down here. Okay, so sweet creamy butter blended with rich maple syrup and mixed with hints of warm vanilla. Luckily her site is really easy, the scent description. It's really easy just to scroll through and find the scents. And the first note here is butter. And it has that sweetness, but also a rich note from the maple syrup. This is fantastic. Sea Island grapefruit. And, oh, you know what? That's right. Hers is actually, because her bakery, her scent families are separate, so all her scents are separated by scent family, and of course all of these have been bakery because I'm a big bakery nut, so I had to scroll down to the fruit section. So this is crisp and clean, citrus experience, tangy, tropical, heady, exotic grapefruit with a touch of sweetness. So I love grapefruit. I love eating it. I love smelling like grapefruit. I bathe in grapefruit, you know, the body gels and everything. And when I first got into wax, I immediately went right for the grapefruit scents, and I've gotten away from that because I've discovered my love for bakery. But this kind of brought me home. It is fantastic. It is just that really crisp, tart grapefruit scent that makes your mouth water. I love it. And I'm so glad I picked up some grapefruit at the grocery store because now I'm craving it. Breadwinner. So let me scroll back up here. House blend. So I try to pick out as many house blends as possible because I'm going to find what the vendor likes and what she's especially proud of. So house blend of slight caramel atop fresh baked baguettes, nutty undertones, freshly churned butter, crispy bread crust, and golden pastries. So yeah, right up my alley, right? Butter and bread and and it is. It's like walking into a bakery. Is this the order? Oh, yep. I've got a story. I love bakeries. Love them. And there is nothing better to me than warm bread right out of the oven. So that is perfect. And again, what I might do is do half of that just straight and then half of it blend it with something else. Okay, so this next one is honey almond. I want to say this was from the, oh no, she has it in the bakery section. So rich nutty blend of sweet golden honey and buttery almond with just a touch of fruit. It's definitely heavier on the honey. Honey to me always has a slight floral note, which makes sense because of course honey comes from the pollinators, the best pollinators in the world. And what are they feeding on is the pollen of flowers. So, then you also do get that a little hint of like an almond oil in there, but it's mainly the honey. Honey's the star in that one. So pretty good. I am not a huge honey fan, to be honest, in my wax. So, but I need to melt it. You know, how it smells on cold. I can't tell you how many times I've been surprised by a scent I wasn't a big fan of on cold, and then I ended up loving it on warm. So, caramel, praline, vanilla waffles. And again, that's nothing to say against the wax. It's just my nose. So house blend again. Warm vanilla, caramel, dark brown sugar, butter drenched pecans, classic cookie wafer cone. Oh, and sweet creamy buttercream. So I want to pop this one out. But these just do not want to pop out that well. Ooh. Well, guess what I'm melting tonight? Oh, jeez. I got an extra propylene bag laying around. I'll put that in. That was my fault. Oh, but you know what? I'm glad I did. That smells flippin' awesome. You really get the honey cone, the sugar cone in that. the wafer cones, you know what I'm talking about, that she just puts in the description. That's awesome. But man, I demolished that cup. Pumpkin cream brulee. I don't know my own, or creme brulee, excuse me. I don't know my own strength. So I got this for, I don't know if I got this for me or for the fiance. Probably the fiance, because he loves, loves, loves pumpkin. But I love creme brulee, so. And this is a spicy pumpkin. It's not a sweet pumpkin. I don't get much of the creme brulee, to be honest. So with creme brulee, I expect something really a deep, creamy richness that's very sweet. I'm not getting much. It's very much a spicy pumpkin. Now my fiance will love that, but again, I'm not getting much of the creme brulee. All right, Cup of Joe. Now she said this, and I ordered. Now this one I definitely ordered for my fiance, unless I like it, and then it's staying with me. She has this scent family. Here it is, called, I'll show you. Man Cave Melts. So kind of as a joke, got this for him for his man cave. And I was hoping it would say man cave. But that's okay. And it's French roasted coffee with 2 scoops of sugar, hints of vanilla, and a touch of cinnamon and cocoa bean. So I'm definitely getting the sweetness, the vanilla, the sugar. And just as she says, just a hint of cinnamon. And now I'm getting the coffee. That's good. But it is man cave, so maybe I'll be nice and give it to him. Okay. Caramel nut clusters. And this is extreme. I'm trying to move through because this is turning out to be a long video and I still have 4 more to film. So this is a very good caramel. It's really rich and creamy, and then it has a little nuttiness, and that just adds some depth to it. That's very good. All right, Dolce Caramelo, and this is a Votivo type, and see, I swear I had done the scent descriptions for these because I know she had explained, or maybe I had looked up what Votivo type was because I wasn't familiar with that. Whoa. See, I see Dolce and I think Dolce de leche. I'm sorry, I'm being quiet because I'm trying to find the scent description. Dolce Caramello, sweet caramel, warmth and sugar, rich, creamy indulgence, warm, buttery caramel, but I'm almost getting a floral note. Is that right? Or did it just get mixed? Was it sitting too close to something? That's what I'm not sure about. I do get the caramel, but I also just get a perfumey note. So, hey, if you know anything about this scent that I should know, please share in the comments. That's not what I expected. I'm not, and to be honest, I'm not sure if it's right for my nose, because again, it has that floral. I'm like, and maybe it was something that was on my hands that's just, I can't smell over my hands to the wax. That's why I'm trying to rub my hands on my pants here to get rid of it. But yeah, so if you know anything about that, please let me know. All right, caramel sugared peaches. Hold on. Wow, my videos are always a hot mess. I just like inhaled wax again, but it went all the way to the back of my throat. All right, gross. So yeah, don't eat the wax. Don't recommend it. Does not taste as good as it smells. All right, caramel sugared peaches, and I'm glad I got this after getting that one sample, that caramel apples and peaches. That was so good. And this is the same way. It has that rich sweetness of the caramel against the lighter but stronger fruity peach scent. This is such an interesting blend. I just love it. Love it, love it. All right. Final one. And I couldn't help myself the other day. I was feeling very, very sentimental. And the day I placed this order, I had just set up an appointment to do a tasting for our wedding cake. So we did our wedding cake on, well, just on Sunday. So today's Thursday, so we did it this past Sunday. That was oodles of fun. That's been one of the most fun things about planning this wedding thus far. So, but I had ordered this beforehand, knowing our tasting was coming up. So it worked out. And this is wedding cake. It is that overly sweet, over the top white cake with the buttercream. It's delicious. I've got a couple of strawberries. I might try melting with that. Yeah, if you've been married and you did a cake, or if you did cupcakes, but you got a tasting, you know how much fun that is. We totally ended up with something we did not expect to end up with, but our cake's gonna be awesome. The taste alone, it's gonna be through the roof. I can't wait for that. This bakery is just phenomenal. All right, guys, that is one down. I still have another 4 to do tonight, so I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm very impressed with Melt My Heart Tarts. Very excited. Phenomenally fast shipping, extremely generous with the samples, and some really great house blends, and all of the blends too came to me smelling good and strong. We'll be placing another order. Thank you, Deb, for all these samples and for such a great order. I appreciate it, and thanks all of you for sticking through another one of my messy videos. Talk to you soon. Bye.